Just walk me through your day.
Well, from the beginning, I'd like to start from the 7th. So the 7th, the contract in D.C. at National Mall was supposed to start that day. They didn't have a whole lot of people for the contract, so my buddy that is friends with the owner of the company, MVP Protective Services, contacted me and asked if I can come help out. So I showed up on the 8th, the day that he called me, and I came in about 10 o'clock after shift started at 6. Last minute help. It's a 1099 contract, so there's no actual contract that I have to sign saying I'm with the company. But I've been going there ever since. No badges needed. 2 days later is when they actually gave me that placard that everybody's seeing on CNN and stuff, saying that I have fake credentials. If you go there to the National Mall and ask them all, they all have the same thing. It's just a piece of plastic that says 2021 inauguration pre-event. And I've been there for 6 days already. I took a day off and I was coming back yesterday. I forgot that I had my firearm because that's something that I usually carry when I'm with me in Virginia because I am a licensed carrier and I do have training with it, being in corrections and some different branches of law enforcement and security and stuff. So I forgot that it was there, and when I reached the checkpoint, I only asked for directions to the National Mall, not to drive in front of the Capitol or gain access to where they were. I spoke to them politely. I let them have access to my vehicle to search it. I did not fight back in any sort of way because I'm not here to hurt anybody. I am there to pick up a contract to support my family and to make the extra money because right now I am unemployed, so I was doing a favor for a friend.
So you were contracted. I'm just kind of making sure I have this right.
Absolutely.
You were contracted. You went that day to the site you were supposed to go to, or what were you doing specifically? Going to the site?
I was trying to make it to 7th and Madison behind the Smithsonian because that's where my post was, is within the fence at the National Mall to protect the equipment for the media.
And up until that point, that credential had just worked fine.
Yes. It worked for about 4 days.
What did you think when this all unfolded?
Well, at the moment they said they were going to search the K9, I remembered that it was in the vehicle. I was in such a rush that day, and I was really nervous. I really was, because I know there's different laws. I don't know what the laws are in D.C. because I am from Virginia. Everything is different here. But I did get really nervous.
What has this experience been like for you in the last 24 hours?
Scary more for the fact that I want to be with my family, and I don't know where this is going to go because I have to go back to court in March.
Did they give you any indication of what's to come?
No, they did. Just the fact that they let me out should say enough because I explained to them, I gave them my phone, I let them do all the research on me they wanted to. I was asked by FBI, Secret Service, and Capitol Police all the questions, and I let them have access to everything. I have nothing to hide. I'm not a terrorist of any sort. I forgot my firearm was in the truck, and I went to do an unarmed security job in front of the Capitol because I felt like I was protecting something, being a part of something that needed to be done.
Walk me through as well, too, now that you're home, what comes next?
We're just going to try to live our life, hopefully, if people let us, as much as possible until the court date. Hopefully then, I'll be able to, live my life after that without having to go to jail because it was just an accident.
Have you talked to your employer at all that you were contracted with?
They won't even answer the phone with me. Neither will my friend, and I guess we're no longer friends.
What is it like to see your name all over the news right now?
It's not exciting at all because I sat in the chair before I even went into the court, and it was on CNN right there in front of everybody. It's a little upsetting because I'm not a bad person, and all I've ever done was try to help people, especially in being in corrections, to try to lead people to a better path. It's not what I want to, be known for. I've always tried to pick a job that was good for, the portion of the world that I'm in, just do the best I can. I'm not trying to have trouble.
What message do you want to send to people tonight? For them to see this, what do you want to get across to people?
That I'm not a bad person, and it was just an accident that was made because I forgot to take my time to leave for work and take my firearm out of the truck before I left Virginia. And I want to apologize to the District of Columbia for that, and I hope that I can be forgiven and that this will all pass on. I'm not a bad person.
And with the box of the 500, is that just a typical box of what bullets would come in?
It might have been a half a container of an ammo box that you'd buy at Walmart, and they said a lot of it was hollow point rounds. I'm not that rich to buy a whole bunch of hollow point rounds. A lot of it was FMJs, I don't even think it was 500. Who really took the time to count 500? But it definitely No. Yeah, it wasn't that much.
Anything else you want to add?
I believe I've said all I can say.